Imagine a sport that is so dangerous that less than 10 people on this entire planet are known for participating in it. Of course, every sport has its own risks, but some sports require a certain level of crazy to even try. In this video, we're going to dive deep into the world of urban climbing. Keep in mind that the clips you're about to see can be unsettling for some viewers. If you have a fear of heights, this video may not be for you. You've been warned. In 2018, a documentary was released telling the story of professional rock climber Alex Honnold. He became the first person to ever free solo the famous El Capitan's 900-meter vertical face at Yosemite National Park in Northern California. Yeah, that sounds great and all, but some people might not fully understand what free soloing actually is. It means that he did this without ropes. That is crazy. Any slip or mess up could result in certain death. There are a lot of people out there who free solo on mountains, but let's switch up the landscape. Large buildings, cities, this is urban climbing. Similar to free soloing a mountain, you have no ropes to protect you. The only difference is that you're on the outside of a skyscraper. Let's meet Alexis Landot, a proud Frenchman who is one of these 10 individuals that I mentioned earlier. He is known for his abilities to scale these tall buildings from the outside and to do it flawlessly. I had the chance to speak with him and ask him a few questions. Of course, he lives in Paris, so naturally I had to ask if he's ever climbed the Eiffel Tower. This is what he said. It's not interesting, it's too easy, everybody does it, and even non-climbers do it for fun. But let's not get the wrong idea, because anyone who is wondering, it is illegal to climb the Eiffel Tower. Actually, many of these buildings are illegal to climb. But Alexis wants his climbs to be a challenge, so hold your breath, because here are some of his most dangerous and most difficult climbs. Of course, there is always a fear of falling. You would be crazy to not fear slipping off of a skyscraper or a mountain. Even Alexis has his moments of fear. He told me that there was one specific instant where he was climbing and then realized that his chalk bag was upside down and spilling everywhere. Chalk provides grip. Gymnasts will use chalk to improve their grip. LeBron James is known for his famous chalk clouds. So you can see how chalk is crucial for climbers since it fights against sweaty hands. And I don't need to say what would happen if you were climbing with sweaty hands. You may have noticed in some of these videos that Alexis often climbs with other people, so it would be wrong for me not to acknowledge the great Léo Urban, also French. Both of these guys started climbing around the exact same time, but they didn't actually know each other. Eventually, they found out that the other person existed, and they figured, if we're gonna do this, then we might as well be training together. But the story gets even better, because these guys were both inspired by another Frenchman, Alain. Alain is known as the French Spider-Man, but his story goes back to the 90s. He's been arrested multiple times for climbing buildings that he probably shouldn't have been on, but to this day, Alain has climbed some of the tallest buildings in the world, like Taipei 101 and the Burj Khalifa in Dubai. So although there aren't many people who are willing to do this stuff, they are out there, and from my observation, France seems to be the hotspot. But why is climbing without ropes intriguing for some of these climbers? Let's go back to the American, Alex Honnold. In his documentary, they did studies on his brain to see if it functioned differently. What they discovered was that Alex's amygdala had no activation whatsoever. The amygdala is the part of the brain that allows us to process emotion. If danger is perceived by the amygdala, it sends a message to the rest of the brain causing us to react in a specific way, fight or flight. Long story short, the inactivity in Alex's brain means that he does not feel adrenaline from things that would normally cause the rest of us to completely freak out. Therefore, the only way that he feels a bit of a rush is to go to the absolute extreme, like climbing a steep mountain without ropes. Is it possible that these other climbers, like Alexis and Léo, are in the same boat? Or does their free climbing come from the desire to simply do what others will not?
Actually, yesterday night I was thinking about this way too much. I was thinking of falling, etc. But once I'm up there, I don't have any choice but to not think about this. Like you have to push every emotions, every parasite thought that you have away from your head, so you can really focus on what can help you to survive.
At the time of our conversation, Alexis told me that he had climbed around 15 skyscrapers. But it wasn't just in France. He's also climbed in Spain and Holland. Regardless of the motive, climbers like these are superhuman in every way and deserve that kind of recognition. So if you've liked today's video, check out Alexis on Instagram and YouTube and be sure to follow. You're not going to want to miss his future climbs. Stay super, my friends.